I'm Mary Lee, and along with my sister Sarah, we purchased a beach house 8 years ago and really needed to have it redesigned. In doing so, we did a number of interviews with different builders. We went and visited project sites, which was the start of the process, and ended up with identifying Rick Brauschler as our contractor for a number of reasons. One, we were very impressed with the site we had gone to see, as well as talking with somebody who had used him as a contractor that felt very much in line with what we were looking for. But the real reason was, in that process, we got a chance to sit down and talk about what our vision was. And we felt through that conversation that there was really a great rapport and relationship that we could have with our contractor. Rick was someone who sat down and walked through the process, who really listened to us, who would question some of our ideas, who would give feedback. We were clear we had never done this before, and as much as we wanted to make sure our ideas were listened to, we also knew we needed assistance and we really needed some guidance. And Rick was really good at doing both. He could listen to what we wanted, but he also was able to reframe for us things that would make a difference in what the end result would be. The other thing that was perhaps unique for us is neither of us live in the area. We're both at a distance away, and so really we're going to have to rely on an ongoing communication that was going to be different than just being on site every time he was on site or that availability. Rick understood that and really followed through. So during that process, we did FaceTime together, we did email, we had shared pictures. So the communication was superb. So that was one of the reasons, again, having that conversation, explaining to him how available we'd be or how we would like to be in contact, knowing he was comfortable with that, and knowing that he was willing to weigh in on opinions and give us advice was really important to the both of us. And it resulted, I think, in a wonderful living space for us both. This is a house that needed to be completed within a 10-month period because the community it's situated in has a restriction on when construction can happen, meaning not during the summer months. And we didn't want to lose access to the house in the summer because that's primarily what the function of the house is going to be. So we were looking at a September through June, and it started on time and it finished on time, which was, as a matter of fact, it finished a week before it was supposed to be on time. So that was certainly a worry. The second is uncontrolled costs. As you can imagine, we always knew what was happening financially with the project. It was spot on in terms of what was projected. If there were going to be cost overrun, we knew why, and we were making the decision to do it. Was our investment a valuable one? Absolutely. For a number of reasons. One is just the whole process. By working with a contractor like Rick, all along you were given information. So there weren't moments of saying, I don't know what's going on, what's happening. We were informed weekly on everything that was going on. We knew the timelines, etc. So that part was fantastic. But what we ended up with was just an amazing house. And it has met our expectations of what we wanted from a house to be kind of a family-driven place that can accommodate a lot of people in a short amount of time. And the house itself is just, it's such an easy house to be in and an easy house to entertain in and a wonderful house to live in. Would I recommend Rick Brauschler, contractor? 100% yes. As I stated, I felt like he's a fantastic communicator. He is able to really materialize what you want to have happen. He does it timely, he is honest, and he is very upfront in his communication. So I would absolutely recommend him.